I appreciate that so much, and I can almost sit down now. That was a huge rap that I got for being up here. I want to thank my beautiful wife and Sam Floriani for inviting me to speak today. Obviously, I'm the MC of the Innate Summit. I definitely love chiropractic, and I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I really do see this profession in a huge way for years to come. I really, really do. It's like it's so clear in my mind that you can't even try to doubt it for me. And if you get in my way, I'll run you over. Basically, that's how I run my life. And I suppose a lot of you Perth chiros don't know who I am or what much about me. So I'm going to spend a bit of time now, I suppose, opening up to you about where I really have got this fire, but also where the starting blocks come from. But my biggest goal for today is to have you walking out of here with some real solid tangibles. There's going to be times in my talk where you're probably going to say, oh, whatever, Sam, you're a fucking Floriani. You're full of shit. And I want that for you. But I also want to be able to have things in place for you like, oh, maybe I'll just crack the doors open a little bit of my mind and give you some content. But my last slide is I want you guys to be able to hopefully be held accountable to doing some things that could really, really, really shift not just you, but this profession. And I know the better you are, the better your community is going to be, and more babies are going to get checked. And I just know that without doubt. But I want this profession. I want this for our colleagues at Murdoch, Macquarie. I said to someone last night that I would have no problems at all if the Murdoch that we know right now crashes and burns, and there's a birth of a new college where the students are excited and stay in practice for 10 years. I'm not sure it's going to be called Murdoch 2.0, ACC Perth. I don't give a shit. But we just need to change. The same thing in Sydney, same thing in Melbourne, same thing everywhere else. And I can already see Pat's doing amazing jobs for the ACC, and I can just see the fact that we've got some pretty cool things ahead of us. So my journey, those that don't know much about me, this is my beautiful wife. She is the person that is my rock, my everything. I'm not going to talk much about her because I'll cry. But she's awesome. We were, this time, that photo on the right, that's me and my family. We've got 5 kids, and we have spent the last 6 months traveling through Italy. And I'm lucky and blessed enough to have a pretty cool life, practice, and had some pretty amazing things take place. Whereby now we've got the last 6 months travelling in a motorhome, all 7 of us travelling. We've arrived in Turkey, bought the van in Germany, got it sent to us in Greece, have done 2 months in Turkey, 1 month in Cyprus. All the Balkans now for the last month and a half. Bobby helped me navigate my way through Macedonia and Croatia and Macedonia, and all that part of the Balkan area. Italy, had our van stolen last week in Italy, took on the Italian mafia, got it back. And have this life where it looks pretty blessed from the outside, and it has been amazing. I'm not going to lie. But as we heard from Jenna yesterday, we've heard from Simon and Jen, and I've heard quite a few guys in the room who've had your challenge. I saw Steph last night. Everyone's got their shit. Everyone's got their journeys. Everyone's got their chapters throughout their life where they've got the ups and the downs. I'm lucky enough now to be in one of the ups, but I know there's going to be another little bit of a rocky road at some stage, but that's just what life is. Okay, so that's a bit about that. One of my downs was that, those that don't know, I was at the Innate Summit a few years ago. Like this, we had 300 people in the room, was in Geelong, and my AV team, like they are here, said, Sam, let's get some behind-the-scenes footage on the Friday night. I asked Ash Pritchard to buy me a beer at the bar. I said, man, I'm going to get one more photo, I'll see you at the bar. So him and the team from New Zealand rocked up, and I was doing my last thing, and I had a chin up. I grabbed hold of the bottom of the bar, where like in between like the stairwell and the scaffolding of the stage, and I just said, hey man, we're pumped to see you. And I had a camera coming through the stairwell and a camera behind me. And I let go of the stairwell and ripped my finger off. And so from that, if you got a bit of a squeezy stomach, apologise. But pulled the finger off. I said, look to the surgeon, I'll be on stage in like 8 hours. You've got me for 8 hours. Get this shit sorted. Let me get on stage tomorrow morning. And the surgeon was like, who the hell do you think you are? You've lost this much blood, but as well as that, you've spaghettied your finger, which means like, you know, when you get like a wrapper of like a present, and you get the scissors and you kind of pull on the ribbon and it curls back up. I kind of did that to all the tendons and ligaments in my forearm, and then all of that stuff shot back up inside my forearm. And so they went back in to try to capture that, and they had gangrenous fingers and all this kind of thing, and they said, man, you're going to lose your hand. There's no way you're getting on stage tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, whatever. You do your magic, I'll be on stage in 8 hours. Long story short, 11 hours of surgery. They didn't quite work. Lost a lot of strength in my hand. Here's me as a chiropractor. I get on stage. I teach people chiropractic. I also love chiropractic enough to help a lot of people in my practice. Had an associate, had 5 kids. I had this awesome life, and all of a sudden I lost my identity. Am I a fraud? How can I teach chiros about chiropractic when I can't even be a chiropractor? All this shit happened.